All of the things. I think I got all the things. I'm pretty sure I got all the things. I think I need more things because there's just not enough things going on here. Happy Hump Day, everybody. Welcome back to the Arts Department. Good to see you here. Who have we got? I thought I saw Rick pop in like first things first. So, hello, Rick. But I had to refresh some things because things were wrong, so, you know. Not quite professional streamer. There he is. Hello, Novoil. Hello, Rick. Welcome. I am doing well. How about yourselves? Did you have a good day? Is everything on, not quite as crazy as we feel like it is? Why is this still so loud? I feel like it's loud. Is music loud to you guys? I don't know. I don't know, man. So yeah, my day was good. It was yet another day on this job that we're working on. It's actually pretty fun. I'm digging on it. Fun project, good stuff, creative, interesting. What more could you ask for? And I've been trying to push myself using different brushes, stuff like that, you know. Just seeing what I can pull out of the old hat. Make it fun, you know? Let's look around for a second. Stress eating. Yeah. Oh, why would you be stress eating on November 4th? Donde está? Primary use. Brushes. So I have yet to figure out what I'm drawing this evening. That Shaka was a lot of fun. Oh, and Ovuil, I totally messed up. I went to make a token for Vil for our game, and I resized the image so that I could export a PNG of it, and I resized it down by half. Saved it and resized it, saved the PNG, and then undid, like, step back in my history states, but didn't step back far enough. So now it's half size. It's like, because I did it, remember, at like 6,000 pixels, so now it's like 3,000 pixels. Supposed to be a professional over here. Totally effed it up. Seeing the druid and the Guillermo the narcoleptic owl. That is a good question. Let's see if those exist. Maybe in the sketches? Like, I don't know if I ever took her out of the sketches. It wasn't October, right? There's the Genshin stuff. Oh, the goose. Forgot about the battle goose. No, I don't think she's in here. It's all this crap. It's crap. It's crap. It's crap. More crap. Yeah. On stream before Creeptober started. Yeah. And the question is, where did I put all of that stuff before Creeptober started? Maybe it's in, yeah, I just, like, so many different places and projects and, oh, man. Seriously. So it's not in the stream drawings folder. Maybe I put it in the... Actually put it in the projects folder. D&D drawings? No, man, she's gone. I have no idea. No idea where she went. I will have to look around. I'm sure I can find her, but I can't find her on stream. It's gonna be one of those things where I'd like pop open a Peniel! Welcome, my friend. Nice to see you, buddy. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those things where I'm like digging around in tons of folders, because I think at that point I was just drawing in different layers in Photoshop and like adding the sketch to the next layer and all that. So I'll find her, and yeah, we will continue that character because she was a fun character and I like the design on her. Oh, Opinion, that's cool, dude. I'm actually, we are no longer handling the artwork on that, but I've been keeping an eye on some of the stuff they've been doing. There's some cool stuff that they're doing really well with my style. No, they took it and made it their own. I looked at it, it's like they took what I was doing and took a left turn. So it's cool stuff. I think they did a good job with it. Now back to the good stuff. Daniel. I can't play that on stream, but you should drop that in the worth watching on the Discord. Yeah, Guillermo the narcoleptic owl, man. So good, so good. Don't know what we are drawing this evening. I haven't had any time to like think about anything, really. Like, I started to think about it at one point when I used the restroom today and I wasn't looking at work, and just kind of was like, okay, yeah, we'll get there, and then stopped thinking about it. Like, my brain just was like completely preoccupied with work. Does anybody have anything that they want to see drawn this evening at all? Is there anything, I mean, beyond Guillermo the narcoleptic owl? Since that drawing is so far along. That I feel like should probably like actually just finish it up, right? Since we had that like really good running pose and all that stuff. Like, I should have should have thought ahead and put it in a spot where I could just get back to it very easily. In fact, I bet you I did, and then I forgot where that spot is because I'm a smart individual with a ton of memory. Goldfish. Martest, welcome back to the arts department, buddy. Yes, smart. Smart like ox. Wait a minute. So I warmed up with my with that gesture drawing video this morning, and it's not a bad video to warm up to. It's good. It's recommended, and not just because I made it, and because I want the watch hours on YouTube, but it actually is useful. I think the thing that I brought to the table that I enjoy the most is the cut in of the face, because if I'm looking at the pose and I'm like, oh, I don't feel like drawing that pose, I can look over at the head and then draw the head, and you know, can't go wrong drawing some features first thing in the morning, right? So this here is just a doodle, just kind of doing some things. I don't know, sketching, right? Just getting the brain warmed up, getting the hand kind of in line with the mind, rather. Highly recommend it. Sketching before getting into something that you consider a finished drawing. Very important to the overall process. Of course, I did just start drawing. Like, I didn't think about anything to draw. I'm thinking, Rick. I'm thinking. Okay. 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 How about... Thank you for the prompt, Rick. I appreciate that. Prompts are always good. Kind of help you to, you know, kickstart. It's like jumper cables for your brain. Like if you're just like deep in thought on other things, and then somebody's like, "Well, what about a abomination Cthulhu creature?" Okay. So I had forgotten that I wanted to do some kind of ink stuff. So I'm thinking of something kind of an interesting, weird hybrid type of thing. But somewhere in this realm. Like pretty stylized, designy in its execution, right? Just thinking about some of the stuff that Cryomera does for her merch, for like t-shirts and stuff like that, and there's thinking about doing some stuff along those lines, minus the badass like lino cut and wood cut and all that carving stuff, because I don't have the setup nor the patience to do that. So I'm gonna do some fast digital kind of designy work here, and we'll see where we end up. In fact, I'm a cheating cheater, so I'm actually gonna take it and mirror it and then alter it from the mirror. But I'm thinking like design, right? Like something that would be kind of cool on a shirt. This is the upgrade to these lights was probably the worst decision I ever made. It just decides that it's gonna go out. Really? Or maybe it just totally died? Sweet. I'm glad that I spent $25 on an LED light that lasted a week. Wow. Okay then. Well, that was a poor investment on my behalf. And there it is. All right. I give up. Whatever. At least I didn't waste the money. It's there. It's working. It just has a mind of its own. It's like, oh, you wanted violet? No, you don't get violet. You get blue. That's all you get. Hello, Mrs. Von Drake. Welcome back to the arts department. Right? The light that's had just about enough of 2020 as I have. Samurai shaft. Oh hey, somebody do the manual command. This is great. I don't think he's seen this yet. If he's even still here. You still here, Daniel? I'll do it. I'll do it. Check it out. We were missing you, buddy. You hadn't been in stream in a while. So, you know.
Shut up!
There it is. Busy, busy indeed, my friend. Busy, busy. That's like the perfect band right there. Slap it. Thank you for that slapping of a sticker, Daniel. Didn't I put a new one in there? Oh, it was the skull. The heart skull. Forgot about that. Dumpster, basket, same thing, right? Well, that's an interesting end to the song. Okay. It's a new kind of playlist. Some old stuff, some new stuff. Hey, it's good to see you all here on a Wednesday evening, drawing some fun stuff. See. This is kind of a Cthulhu thing and kind of just me doing a design kind of idea because I thought it was fun. Trying to think about that silhouette and how all these things read together. I think it would be really cool and like deep violets and like teals and stuff on a black shirt. It would just like super pop off of there, right? Like have a gradation from top to bottom where it's like teal at the top, and then as you get into the tentacles, it's these like desaturated purples and stuff. I can see it in my head. I can see it. It's going to be very line heavy. There's a friend of mine that his style is very hatchy, I would say. So this isn't going to be hatchy so much. Not line heavy in that way, but line heavy in kind of a structural way, I think. So we're just setting up kind of the bones of what it's going to be. This might actually take a little longer than one stream to put together because I'm planning on there being a lot of detail in there. Oh, hey, lyrics even. Since when are there lyrics on Autumn's stream? Yeah, I think I like this idea enough to actually put this in its own file. So we're gonna do that. And we'll save that sketches and boot it. And let's make this 6,000, and we'll try and keep this one 6,000 and not fuck it up like I did Shaka. Still kicking myself for that. Cthulhu's in the detail. They do say that, Samurai. That is not the first time I've heard that. It actually is the first time that I've ever heard that. But it's perfect, and you know, that's what I like you. That's why I like you. Your creativity, sir. So, Cthulhu the details, right? The reason that I wanted to put this in its own file was I wanted to give it a little breathing room on top and see if maybe there was something we could add to the top of it. Oop, gotta make the brush bigger. I made the canvas bigger. Oh no, it's a very permanent mistake. So what happened was, so I popped it open, made the frame for the character to turn it into like a token for D&D Beyond, and did all the work, and then it was all still at the same size. It was still at 6K. And then I went, oh, if I try and export this at 6K as a PNG, it's gonna clutch my system. So I went, okay, I'll down-res it to 4K, or at half size, 3K. So I down-resed it, hit save, hit undo, but I only hit undo like twice, and I had done like a movement or something before I saved, and it didn't undo the resize of the image, but I didn't realize that, and I hit save, and I was like, cool, done, closed it, and went, oh shit. And then checked it, and I was right. I totally messed it up. So, yeah. Double check your files, friends, especially when you're resizing an image, because now I can't do like a print of her or anything. I mean, I could do stickers still. We can still do stickers with her. Yeah, you know, it's interesting because, you know, you make mistakes like that, and even as, you know, as a professional, you make mistakes like that, and you can continually make mistakes like that. Like it may be a long time between it happening, but it will happen again and again. So the last time I did that was probably a year, 2 years ago, maybe. Yeah, I mean it's 3K, so I could do like a 8.5 by 11 printout of it. Yeah. Yeah, it's you know, no big deal. I can also look into resizing it like I did with Gula, and I might be able to maybe get like an 11 by 17 printout out of it without it being too blurry or anything. It's just a shame because I planned on it being big enough to print out if somebody wanted to, you know. So, it happens. No use crying over spilt ink, as they say. Right, Samurai? That's what they say, right? Hydration. Tastes like alkaline. Alkaline Lake? Is Wolverine there? Anybody else? No? Nobody? Anybody? No? Oh, it's Alkali Lake, not Alkaline Lake. I'm a dumbass. I actually just watched X2 again recently over the course of like a couple of days because you can't watch all that movie in one sitting. No, I don't like everything going on this side, so we're gonna get rid of it. I'm not digging on the twinning aspect of it, but at the same time, I want it to feel similar, so I'm gonna try some other things here, like maybe having it loop here and then come back again come out again out of there like that. So, trying to kind of picture what we're gonna get. It's a weird thing. Have you ever looked at suckers, like actual, like octopus suckers? They're very strange. Like it's very hard to draw them without looking cartoony, right? Like you really got to get into each and every little kind of shape on them. Because essentially they do look cartoony. Let me make sure that I'm not talking dumbness. It's dumbness. Autumn Rain Turkel. Octopus has a T in it. Yeah, I mean, look at this. They're just circles. I think maybe this one, where you get into like the actual like back and forth of them. That might be a little too in depth though. Circles are for suckers. What the shit? Maximilian. I get it, Max. You're a funny dude. Everybody, say hello to the VIP, Matzo Balls, otherwise known as Maximilian. To me, at least. I think who knows who here? Well, obviously, you know Baniel, Max. There you go. There it is. Might know Samurai Shaft. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think about timelines now. My brain. Yeah, there you go. Okay. This is what a wonderful community this is. Everybody saying hi. Lisette Guerre, no entiendo inglés, pero no sé qué la clase es. Give me just a second here whilst I'm sure that Samurai Shaft could translate that for me. I could also go to the Google Translates. Oh. Lo siento. Yeah, Diego. Man, everybody's just showing up tonight. This is the whole damn crew. I wish I had Spanish subtitles for you, Lizeth Garay. But unfortunately, I do not. Hopefully someday they'll set that up, and I can just press a little button, and the world can hear me in their native tongue. I don't think she understood any of that, but it's the sentiment. I am slowly learning Spanish. Very, very slowly learning Spanish. Y'all are making me feel bad now. Was, as in past tense, Diego, because now you're here and you can't help but be like, yo, what up, crew? Good to see you, man. Glad you're able to join. And D? Are we getting D'd from you right now? Is that what's happening? I mean, I'm pretty sure that that's a private stream thing, maybe on the Discord or something. Speaking of which, if anybody wants to join, there's the Discord. We hang out on the Discord and talk about art and life and all the good things that come along with art and life. We even have a venting Discord channel, just in case you gotta get something off your chest. Oh, you know, we're just doing some doodles as usual, Diego. That's what we do. I don't know if you saw what we worked on the other day, but we did that one. There, put a little background behind it. That was Monday's stream. That's Shaka the Short-Nosed Kobold for an off wheel, because an off wheel is awesome. So, no, I don't want to save that. Every time I close that file, I'm just gonna click no. Just every goddamn time. So I'm our good friend Rick recommended a Cthulhu type thing, and I thought that sounded like a good idea, as I was kind of earlier kicking around kind of like an ink drawing type of thing, like that looks kind of like a block print, but not a block print. Yeah, Max. Actually, it is kind of like, I was thinking of it like a sigil, but like, you know, just something that you'd want on a shirt, maybe. Yes, Samurai. So for the next Among Us on Sundays, you must absolutely name yourself Cthulhu. Because that is the shit right there. You better trademark that. If you don't, I'm gonna. He just guilts you into submission at the end of the world. I mean, I kind of lucked out. I didn't get the old Jewish guilt thing, because I wasn't like, I was like Jew light, like yeah, a few of them, yeah. I got, it was hot, and I was like, the hair's too long, even though it wasn't that long. It was just, it was bugging me. So I was like, you're out of here, hairs. But yeah, so I lucked out and got the Jew light, because I didn't experience the grandparents, and you know, it's always the grandparents that supposedly give the real primo Jew guilt. Yeah, as Matzo Balls, who is a true Jew, will tell you, I am ish. Oy vey. So I'm kind of looking at some of these octopus tentacles and everything as I'm working, and trying to find like that balance between like a iconographic representation and something real, or at least having a real kind of shape to them, right? Also looking down here at this to see how it reads as like an icon, right? And I feel like, I mean, I made this space up here, but I don't know what would go up here, right? Well, first and foremost, you'll have to send me a yarmulke, because I ain't got one. Yeah, I mean, that was that shape that I drew, was like, I was thinking like some kind of eye, right? Like it could be, again, iconography. So rather than thinking of it like an actual shape, thinking of it like the icon of an eye, a design of an eye. You know what? Stream Elements is absolutely right. I do love all you people. Wonderful people. Glad you're all here. Making the community a good thing to hang out in, you know? Can't complain. So, does anybody else remember Dragonlance? So I'm thinking like a weird kind of hourglass-shaped eye, right? Right, like Raceland. Although I think his were like more like that, like a goat's eyes, right? So here, oh yeah, that's what we can do. There we go. So we'll do that, and then put some dark in there, and then within that dark, we can do like some stars, right? And maybe this could actually just be like a yeah, as if it's like a tear in the fabric of the world and the eye is looking out of it, right? But what does it all mean? It means fun stuff to draw. Right? Hey Diego, I was thinking about you, buddy. When I was doing my the latest editing yesterday for the gesture drawing stuff, and I had like a solid 4 minutes at the end that was all bloopers, and I'm like, I don't think I can do 4 minutes of bloopers on a 20-minute video. That's just not. It's not fair. We'd be like, what the hell is this? This YouTube channel isn't even that big. If anybody's interested, there's all my links. You can head over to the YouTube. Oh, hey! Thank you, Maximilian, for the subscription, my friend. Really appreciate you helping to grow the community and the channel. Everybody, how about a little love and hype for Maximilian? Aw, yeah, love and hype, my friend. Thank you for that, Prime. Always nice to have subscribers joining, helping to grow the channel. More subscribers gets us more emotes. Yay, fun. Just 20-minute video of bloopers. You know, I honestly could. There's so many instances of me just totally botching dialogue. So yeah, I narrowed it down, but I thought of you when I did it, and I was like, Diego's gonna love this stuff. I can't wait to show him. If you haven't subscribed to me on the YouTubes, do us all a favor. Pop over there and give a subscription. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. And if I get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watched hours, I can actually monetize the damn videos. It's weird. It wasn't always like that. Back when I first signed up and was producing videos way back in the day, it was just like anybody and everybody could monetize. Oh, Max, you probably don't know this, but if you look in the About section down there, there's the Stream Avatars thing, and since you're a subscriber, you can now configure your stream avatar. I don't know, maybe you do know this, but you can set it to whatever you want. You can use any number of things in there, including my handmade cube. What if we took this and made it a little bit more kind of just mimicking shapes again, right? So since we have this shape up here, it kind of flows a little bit better, right? Good thing about digital. Just be like, move it. That was about there. Ah, got that too. There we go. I'll just move that up. And now it won't be perfectly even. Which is cool by me. I mean, I like twinning and everything. I think it's fun, but I also like to have unique designs with unique drawing, right? Oh yeah. So, I was thinking about doing a little bit of video game streaming again. Not sure when, all depends, but maybe a little bit of Ark, maybe a little bit of Warframe. I connected with Angry Dog Mommy today because she was playing, and I saw her playing, so I launched the game in the midst of work, friended her, and then was like, cool, gotta go, bye. But at least we're friended, so we can jump in and do some group activities on the old Warframe. Forgot how fun the fashion framing is in that. Like, you get to a certain point and you just get to, like, put all these crazy fashions on your Warframe, which is fun. Colorize them and, like, colorize all your weapons. And, like, it's actually pretty addicting. One of my favorite streamers was a Warframe partner for a long time, and she is significantly addicted to fashion framing. And so I'll, like, tune into her stream, and she's just fashion framing. She's like, well, what about this pink with this and the purple with this, or what if we did black and red, and the whole nine. It's great. Like, isn't the whole point of the game to kill things and get your master rank up and use different weapons and all this stuff, and it's the actual end game of that game is to make cool looking battle frames. That's your whole deal. But so, considering some of that stuff, because everybody likes space ninjas. But then I enjoy Ark because Ark is just stupid fun. A lot of shenanigans in there, right? I mean, anytime you can be chopping down a tree and have a T-Rex come up and bite you in half, that's always fun. Hey, Maximilian, thanks for coming in. Thanks for the sub, brother. Always nice to have you around. Take care of yourself. Take care of the family. Big hugs to all of them. And hopefully we'll see you soon. I'm here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can also drop by the Discord. Say hi there. Take care, bud. So we had a 5-person Among Us stream, or Among Us game on Sunday. It's actually pretty fun. Cause it got like, cause when there's only 5 people, it's like 2 deaths and that's it, and you're done, right? So it gets pretty sketchy. It was good. It was good. Good people, as always. Good laughs. No, I didn't kill anybody. Yeah, it was. In fact, I was quite innocent the entire time. I can't even say it with a straight face. I think the I think the play of the game was so I was tabbed out when I was the imposter, and I tabbed out right at the start of the round, and I was like, oh hey, I gotta say something to somebody. And so I like tabbed out and I was like clickety clackety, like typing to somebody in on the Discord, and then without saying anything, I tabbed back in and ran up and just ganked somebody. and then who was it? Martest saw me and was like, called the meeting, and then I convinced everybody that I saw Martest do it. Because everybody thought that I was still standing in the cafeteria, so it was pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty BS. It was really fun BS though. So I think at this point nobody's gonna believe me the next time I'm like, wait, hold on, I got to do a thing. You're gonna be like, no, he's the imposter, ejected. Sorry, Martest. Come on, you gotta admit, like, it was a pretty good run. I don't know if it was clever, Mrs. Von Drake. I think it was more like happenstance and me reacting the entire time. Like, oh, I guess I'll just... And then as soon as he was like, you! I was like, hell no, not me. So it was all reactionary. There was really no planning in that whatsoever. But damn, that was funny when it played out the way it did. Again, for me. Yeah, it was a fun evening, Diego. We did miss you though, buddy. Yeah, it almost didn't go because everybody was like super tired and stuff. And I think we only played like 5 games or 6 games. And we were done. Went pretty quickly.
Oh god. Samurai, am I gonna have to ban you? No way, Samurai. Really? No, the election is over. It's done. It's not happening, it's over. Yeah, they were fast games, Martez. They went very quickly. Easy. What up, buddy? Welcome back, my friend. Yeah, got a haircut. Got a few of them. That's, you know, Miss Von Drake, that's totally how I feel about it. I'm gonna grab this part here. I'm gonna transform it down a little bit. Get a little bit more thickness on it. That's what she said. And, yeah. So, yeah, Heezy, I did not go anywhere for this haircut. This was all me. This is me doing the measurement, the 3 fingers on top, and like using the clippers, and then using the clippers again at a lower, and then using the clippers one more time. You know, I have clipped my own hair since well before COVID. Well before COVID. In fact, I think the last time I actually went to get a haircut was probably 2007 or 8. Samurai, yeah, I totally agree. We should do it more often with a bigger diversity of options across the board. It's fun, Drake. If it's uneven, you know, you just grab it and like do the thing where you like make it all like jagged, just, rather than having like a flat, right? I don't know about that. I don't know about 3 weeks. 3 weeks, no bueno. But term limits on everything, man. Wait, okay, you can't have interior suckers and exterior suckers, so we're gonna take these off. I mean, you can. It's Cthulhu. Who's to say what he has? So the question is, since we have that eye there, should we do other eyes like in his tentacles, where he's got like they just open up and there's an eye there? Like that. I'm watching, Wagowski. Always watching. I like them with dark Scalia? No, that's a justice. What's it called? Slera. Yeah, that. I cracked myself up. Yeah, I think those work, right? Creepy, random eyes. Eyes of 9? The 9 of eyes, eyes of 9? Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Oh. No. Dad. But so good. Hey Dan, have I ever told... Wow, where'd that come from? Hey, have I ever told you that you should watch Critical Role? Oh, you know, it's just this D&D thing. Oh my gosh, what time is it, my friends? It is about that time. Let us pause for a battle royale. It's a beautiful day for a battle royale. In drops Rick and Ovwheel, Boys Out of Martest Art, Sarah Ozzy, Samurai Shaft, How Long Can This New Username Be, Daniel Landerman, Mrs. Von Drake. Go! Am I missing somebody? I feel like somebody fell off the screen. Martest, where'd Martest go? Anyway, everybody's beating each other up. Oh, the humanity. There goes Sarah. There goes somebody. There goes Mrs. Von Drake. There goes, I don't know. And there goes Diego. It's Boyzada and Ovwheel. Boyzada goes for the bandage. And he's got one of them. And Ovwheel just misses a bandage. It's not looking good. Boyzada for the win. Congratulations, Boyzada. Take your dance, your jump, your bow, my friend. You get 200 gold. Music. Where'd it go? Oh. So close. If you hadn't had turned, you know, it was that last turn. Next time. So along with all of that, let me just say that that's not what I'm looking for. Stream Elements is messing up right now, so I'm gonna have to do that. There are all the things, my friends. All of the things of the things. Links, reference packs, merch, all of the things. Actually, this is kind of, with the eyes, it's a good idea, because then I can have, the eyes can be these like kind of vibrant teal if everything's purple, and it'll just pop really, really well. That like center part inside the eye. right? And I do like the shape of this tentacle, so I am going to duplicate it. But when I draw it the second time, it will be slightly different. Yeah, that's good. It's not perfectly even, right? But still interesting. We'll get some textural stuff in these tentacles. Get some darks under here, like so. Darks down in here. So I'm still trying to think in like terms of an overall design, right? Like where are these darks gonna fall? How are we? What's this gonna look like when it's finally finished? This I am uncertain of. Right here. So let's looking at the overall flow of it, maybe it just kind of loops back on itself there. See, this comes down and around. Yeah. So it's actually right about there. Then we can clean this up real quick, like so. And have that come out there. Put an eye back there. So I think that's kind of good. Now what I do want to do is maybe something along the lines of like a border of some sort that he can be breaking out of, right? To put some kind of like saying in here, like the arts department, we don't know what the fuck we're doing. Seriously? Got a live show here. What the hell? The disrespect is just, it's disheartening. The disrespect. So I'm gonna duplicate this layer. I'm gonna move this around a little bit, just because we're. Oh, hello, dude! I hate that they changed all of the shortcut keys for transformation within Photoshop, because I never know which one is going to see. Like that ain't right, or is it? That's not what I'm looking for. Like, you actually have to click click move, hold down shift, and then it will constrain the transformation for you. Ugh. Ugh. Make this a tiny bit smaller so that I can get the rest of the design in it. Chat is very quiet tonight. Are you all busy? Are you all doing fun stuff? I want to know what's going on with you all. What is good and what is happening? Is somebody working on art? Because if you're doing art, I want to know. Oh God, Shaft, my brother, you're addicted, my friend. You are addicted. And if you were in Nazi Germany in 1942, that would have a completely different meaning. Not really. Drawing. Martestis drawing. That's what we like to hear. Making the art. Doing the things. So right now this is just design ideas. This is just figuring out if it's going to look better with one type of border or another. I don't know yet. I'm just making this up as I go. Looking at balancing the darks and lights of the image, right? So this wouldn't actually be a black in the final image. This would end up being a flat color in the background if I end up doing it like this. Diego, sir, thank you for being here. Nice to see you. Hope to see you back again soon. Hopefully, you can make it to the subs only function. Would love to see you there if you're feeling up to it. If not, hey, we'll see you next time. You too, brother. See you Friday, maybe. I messed that up. That should be on a different layer. There we go. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate it. I just like to know that people are still awake and haven't passed out on me. That I am not, like watching a nature program where you're just like, wow, this is great. I'm so interested in this here. Do you think it was the time change, maybe? I'm still kind of fighting that. I say fighting that, but man, I've been waking up hella early. He said hella. Okay, so that's one background border option. BG1. Let's check this bad boy out. Oh, really? I feel like I haven't really gotten much sleep. Over the past week, quite honestly. But it's not like like, you know, it's not like one of those like only 4 hours a night kind of scenarios. It's more like just slightly too little. Oh, Mrs. Von Drake, I'm so sorry. That's horrible. I talked to my sister last night, and she like I called probably like I want to say like 10-ish, and she just sounded just run ragged, dude. She has a 2-year-old, so she's definitely, she's just like, I'm just blah. I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Been there. Not with kids, but with the whole like, I am not sleeping and this sucks. Oh, Mr. Voodoo coming in with the hydrate. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. So good. Yeah, there's a reason I didn't have kids, and it's that I value good sleep. Good sleep is a thing, right? It's a thing people like. And Alvil, I see what you said there, but I am making sure that that I cover my bases. Just to do a little bit of a variety. Whoops. Because, you know, if you don't try it, you don't know if it's not going to work, right? So, we're going to try it. Check it out. See what we got. But I think you might be right. I think it might be about the diamond shape in the back. But let's give this one equal time, and we'll put in the tone just like we have on the diamond one to see if it's not a contrast thing. Because I think I said this before, human beings are attracted to contrasts. So if you want to sell something, give it some contrast. What happened there? Don't worry about that little guy. Messed up our flawless tone in the back though. With our glazing of a dark in. You merely adopted the glaze. I was born in it. Oh, where'd it go? Gotta turn that sucker back on. So I think maybe giving this a little bit more on the edges, a little bit additional room to breathe all around. Just seeing if maybe the triangle should be bigger. Triangle, diamond. Just to test it, right? So we're just gonna duplicate that bad boy, and then get rid of that and transform this layer. Phantom, welcome back, my friend. Doing all right? How you doing? Did you finish up Ali Extreme with her? Or she did a raid afterwards, didn't she? Nice, Anavil. There we go. That's the idea. Make stuff that people like. I don't know. I just like, it's not like the profit margins on that stuff is huge, and I wouldn't really feel comfortable like setting a huge profit margin, because really it's just about like flexing the artistic chops, right? Like coming up with something that's interesting and fun and that people want to like maybe connect with, right? So as long as I'm making stuff that you guys dig and you think you might be into it enough to grab it, I am happy. It's about producing art y'all can be into. Let's see something. Yeah, there's going to be a little bit in there. Oh, nice, Phantom. Congratulations, buddy. How's that Xbox treating you? It's pretty cool, man. Let's try and push this a little too far. How about that? Right on, man. Glad that you were able to get an Xbox. That's way cool. So I'm doing this on a layer above everything so that we can ask ourselves, is it too much? And oh, you're doing schoolwork. Oh, I'll be quiet. I'm sorry. Gotta make sure you can study. Not sorry. Do your work, man. Yeah, I mean, that's essentially what I'm thinking is it's like, you know, it's the stuff coming off of them, right? But do you mean more of like it's actually, it's like actually coming off of them and like floating void energy kind of thing? So it would actually be this kind of like, kind of coming up this way. This is where we figure out if the down blood or the up blood is going to be more cool. Even. How often does he say that? Quite frequently, actually. Driving the point home. Driving the point home. Okay, so better 1 or better 2? 1 or 2? 1 or 2? 1 and 2. Radiating energy. So like the eye is radiating energy? Is that what you mean? Because I think Martest is right. I'm more kind of leaning towards 2. Okay. Because I thought what you meant was something like this, right? Yeah, I was trying to think of something that would work within those areas. Phantom, you're absolutely right. But like, it has to be the right iconography, right? Because this is all along the certain lines. I mean, there is something to be said for that kind of movement, right? Let's give a little bit more down here. So, if I was going to do this, I would have it be that the lines for all of the tentacles and stuff are basically carved out of this darkness. Right, so they have to define it, essentially. Crush Builds, what up, buddy? Welcome to the arts department, where we are currently actually feeling a little inspired by Cryo. Hey, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Building that community one crush at a time. Just kind of doodling around, thinking about some merch stuff tonight. Being chill, as the case may be. Yes, indeed, Cryo the Crying Goat. So what do you think, chat? 1, 2, or 3? 1 and 3? Nope. It's an either or scenario. None of these go together as far as designs are concerned, I feel like. 1, 2, or 3. Right on, Crush. Thank you. Yeah, you know, I try to keep it clean. Yeah. Crush, you like that like kind of smoky vibe, huh? 1 or 3. 1 or 3. 1 or 3. I see 3 1s in there. 2 2s. Indeed, it's hard to choose, right? I kind of feel like this has this feeling of like the triangle is like that portal and he's crawling through that portal, right? Yeah, maybe I'll pop open a poll and I'll let you guys do it. But we're gonna raise would be 1, smoke would be 2, and blood would be 3. And we're gonna allow additional votes for exposure or bits. We're gonna make it a 2-minute poll because there's a ton of people, or not a ton of people here. And the poll is going, my friends. So yeah. Side by side. That's not gonna happen. Not while the poll is going. So it's 1, the rays, 2, the smoke, or 3, the blood. Again, 1, the rays, 2, the smoke, or 3, the blood. Someone feels very strongly about the blood. Again, rays, smoke, blood. While the poll finishes up, Crush, thank you. I appreciate the follow and the lurk. Enjoy your lurk. We'll be here finishing up this sketch. I'm gonna grab some water real fast. I'll be right back. Finish up that poll, folks. Looks like blood is the winner, thanks to Sarah. Look at that, just coming in. Just like, grrr, do the blood, do the blood. Thank you, Sarah. Very much appreciate your input. I'm never gonna take that out of context, don't you worry at all, and I will. And thank you, one and all, for participating. Very much appreciated. So, that being said, is this enough for a design? Or do we need something more? Do we need to add in a secondary border or something? Oh, Mrs. Von Drake, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. You have a wonderful evening. I hope you sleep well tonight and your little one allows you to rest. And we will see you back here Friday, hopefully. Have a wonderful night. We'll see you on the Discord, indeed. For those that don't know, now you know. So, yeah, Arch Department community, I do loves you. Loves you all day, every day. Super stoked that we found each other. That we're all here supporting the arts, supporting one another through a crazy time. I'm just looking for shapes now to see if there's anything that's going to make this a little more complete. And I think what was it up top? Phantom. Yeah, Phantom, it said bubbles, right? So I don't think that he's wrong. There's something about like these edges where it makes it feel more like like an intentional design to have these edges filled in, right? with little things. Yeah, bubbles. Bubbles. I don't know what they are yet. They're actually going to be something, not just bubbles. Something. I like it because it doesn't say bubbles. Yeah, it doesn't work, Samurai. It was a good try though. I like it because it doesn't say the arts department, right? It's just a thing. Blood and bubbles. Barnacles. Maybe barnacles? Evil barnacles. Well, but, okay, so my thought is Cthulhu, because this is supposed to be like an evil Cthulhu thing, right? Cthulhu isn't really ocean-oriented, right? He's like the thing from the vastness of space, and that was more fearsome and scary than anything that anyone could imagine. Dead stars, yes. So that's why I did the background, and my thought with the background was to have like with the stars in there, right? So it could be a planet, it could be anything, right? So there's kind of like some space themed stuff in there, so that it says Cthulhu. Tonight the role of Autumn will be played by somebody who can't talk at all. For anybody new here, you can check out the links. Give me some follows on the YouTubes and the Instagrams. Always happy to have new people checking out the stuff. Sarah, you might actually be right. But rather than hand draw every one of them, I'm going to use a splatter brush. And then I'll go in and actually do them myself if I'm going to do splatters. This is just a quick test because splatters take a while to draw, unfortunately. So that's going to be under maybe effects. Splatters are kind of hard. I had at one point a shape that was a splatter shape. That was the wrong thing to do. We want this. So, what just happened? And then, there we go. So for those of you that don't know what just happened, I just hit Controller Command J a lot of times. And that just basically took all of those layers that were semi-transparent and made them, stacked them one on top of another so that they became opaque. So now, I'm going to come in and mask out all of the areas inside of the design. Yeah, there's stars in the tier I, right? Tier I. Yeah, I mean, I don't dislike splatters. I mean, obviously splatters could be done an innumerable number of different ways, right? And I think it does actually kind of feel right. But we could also do something where it's speckle brushes. Tap 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 tap. Tap 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 tap. Tap 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 tap. And that doesn't feel right. That feels a little too painterly. So besides, I wouldn't want to hand draw every single one of those. Kind of like these because it feels like, on the white at least, it feels like dark stars, right? No, it was... No, you had it right. Tear. Oh, now you've got me questioning it. T-E. And Alvil, you're the writer here. How do you spell tear? He spelled it right? I just read it wrong. Because I'm 10. Yeah. She, not he, sorry. One of those days, Sarah, like you said. Okay, so I'm kind of feeling like the big spots. But maybe a little less of, maybe both of them, but a little less of both. So I'm gonna group those, I'm gonna mask them. And we're gonna just come in and knock some of them out. Sorry, Sarah, I didn't mean to call you a he. That reminds me, everybody, if you, if I mispronounce your name, or misstate your gender, or anything along those lines, please let me know, because I want to make sure that, you guys are comfortable, and that I'm not, offending anyone on that. Stop it, Photoshop. Offending anyone on any level like that, right? Identity is important after all. Okay, what do you think? Spots? No spots. I'm gonna go with spots. I'm thinking it's spots. I hope you all agree, because that's gonna be our route. So, I think that's it. I think that's the one. So, that being said, since we're all nice and warmed up, got the background in there, got all that stuff in there, can take all this unused stuff, group it, put it back away from everything else, turn it red so that we know we're not using any of that stuff, and then we're going to put a layer over it. And we're going to drop fill it with white, and we're going to turn that white layer down just a touch, and voila, it's like we are working on a tracing board, light table, whatever the heck you want to call it. So before we get too far into it, let's test which tool we are going to be using for our inking process. That's not what I was looking for. I was looking for this one, because this one has a pretty good line to it. Let's see, looking at the size there, like looking at the ends and beginnings of lines, as well as how smooth it is when I do long marks like that, right? And let's check the smoothing, see what happens when we turn that up. See how slow it reacts now? That's only at 20%. I think that would drive me crazy. So let's check our primary use brush here. Put that up to about 45%. And this is the one that I use almost all the time, the triangle, for inking, right? And you're like, there's no difference, but really there is. Can't really see it, but when you zoom in, it's there, I promise. So, I think we're gonna stick with the triangle on this inking, because why not, right? That's what we're used to. And yeah, so now I need to look at the size of the brushes, right? Like, what are my exterior lines? What are my interior lines? So yeah, probably 40. Yeah. Important things to take into consideration. Let's make this an even 10,000. This is my beast of a machine working right now, trying to resize this to 10,000 pixels tall. Ugh. Barely did anything. So now let's look again at our 40. Yeah, I think that's okay. We can always thicken that up if we want to. So I'm gonna start by using a fairly light line. That I can kind of thicken up as I press down harder, right? And since this is been doing primarily when I ink this kind of jagged line, like I can do a nice smooth line. That's that line confidence that you get to when you've been doing stuff for a while, right? Like you make marks so frequently that you're used to it. You just swoop it out. That's the confidence. You can do it, but I'm choosing to have a more jagged look because it really complements what we're drawing, right? And even on this stuff, I can come in and really map out just some jagged areas, trying to make sure that the thickness kind of comes and goes, right? As well as letting my hand kind of do some things here and there that aren't as controlled. Don't seem to be as controlled, but they're on purpose, right? So it's kind of the same idea behind painterly and messy. Painterly is on purpose, right? You've studied something, you know the mark that you want, and you place down a mark, and it's purposefully breaks edges or goes over something in an interesting and designed way. Right, so you leave little gaps like that right there. Why not?
That took me half a second, Daniel. If you haven't all watched the ultimate ridiculousness that Daniel posted in the worth watching section of the Discord, you should definitely check it out. It's an older meme, but it checks out.
So, in watching other artists work, on you, Samurai? No! Yeah, so in watching other artists work, I noticed that they take their time. And not in a bad way, but like, you know, I got so used to just smashing through things, just being like, get the thing done, get it done now, that I forgot to take my time on a lot of things. And I forgot that it's okay to slow down, and I have to remind myself that. No, I haven't seen it, Dan. I'm Samurai. Sorry. I'm slipping tonight. I'm gonna make this brush a lot smaller and get some of these interior things going. And I might totally redo this area once I've figured out a little bit more about the inking aesthetic that I want for some of these elements. Trying to keep an eye on tangents, obviously. Always watch out for tangents. They can ruin a piece. Quite frequently they do. Tangents, Sarah. It's the convergence of lines in a way that is displeasing. So, like, if I was to, let's say, have a shape right here, and that shape met right at that edge, right? That right there is a tangent, and it is very displeasing, because it's basically a stopping point. Like, you get in here and there's nowhere for you to go, meaning your eye as it's moving through a piece. So don't do tangents. Tangents bad. Tangents can also be pinch points, right? So if I was to take this element and have it be like right up against that could be considered a tangent, because it's just too much it's too close to that element. So the general idea is to either have it be further away like that, or sorry, damn it, have it be further away like that, or have it crossing the object. So I would have this do that instead, right? And I would watch that point there doesn't line up to this line right across here. So when you get into like really complex things, you have to check yourself as you're going through and doing the drawing to make sure that you're not doing, not allowing tangents and pinch points in your composition. I actually talked about that in the latest paint video that I put together, but I have yet to post it up because, yeah. Because of schedules and things. Did that answer your question? Indeed, I will. I ended up shifting gears on it. So I was like, I worked on it and everything, got it all together, and did my preliminary rendering on it and everything. And then I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm going to work on this now. It's like, oh well. Oh, Sarah, don't worry about it. That's actually, I mean, I feel like tangents it's kind of it's honestly, it's more of an advanced thing. And it's definitely, it's not something to feel silly about. There's so many terms and phrases and like jargon within art that, I mean, I was on Izzy's stream the other day, and you know, he's just talking about painting and everything, and he was talking about simultaneous contrast, and I realized that in the context of what he was saying, I was not 100% clear on his usage. So I asked him to explain it like he was talking to a 5-year-old. And so he explained it, and it was definitely, you know, it was simultaneous contrast as I understood it, but it was also a little bit different because he had different teachers and has different understanding, right? So he was able to kind of broaden out on my understanding of it. Don't ask me to get into it right now. It's way too complex. Like, I feel like I should put together a whole video on it. But that's, you know, that's just another one of those technical art terms where you're like, am I understanding this right? Oh, shh. Wish I could slap a sticker on Daniel. SimCon. Fucking stupid. No, nobody says that shit. But they do now. So, man, I had this mad SimCon going on my piece, and like, it was just vibrating. It was so SimCon'd out. Don't, dude. You need to stop watching Lonely Island right now. You've been watching too much of it, Daniel.
Shut up!
Chat getting unruly. Okay, I'm coming in to... Thank you, Daniel, for the shut up sticker. Testing out some of these darks. Seeing like what the feeling that I want is. Like I said, kind of riffing off of what Cryomera does. So for the darks, I'm planning on leaving this kind of, so I'm thinking, I'm not to target Cryomera specifically, wood block kind of feel. So there's like areas that have been carved out that are left over. So I'm leaving open areas within the ink to kind of have it feel as if it was a block print of sorts. Carving that stuff out, so to speak, right? To see if this actually is going to work as a t-shirt design with the darks and everything, right? I think it'll be something interesting, right? At the very least. So I can really like get some nice movement lines and stuff in here, and then just kind of tap in some darks as if I had come back with a second, like as I had chiseled it out with one side and then come back with a second chisel and like chisel the second side. I know that it's inverted when you yeah, whatever. I know. How we doing on time? Oof. My friends. We did not do the thing with the stuff at the 9 p.m. It is time, once again, for the 9 p.m. Battle Royale. Wonderful evening for a Battle Royale. Let's take a break from the art and watch what happens. In drops Samurai Shaft, Rick, Art, Joby, Dor, Martes, Phantom Legends, Inoville, Tao Mike, Daniel Landerman, and Sarah Oz. Bunching up into two groups, the Samurai Shaft runs to the corner because he's a big fraidy cat. Daniel's taking a beating already. Somebody went down. Somebody went down again. Man, it's violent tonight. And there goes Martest. And there goes Joby Dor. And there goes Daniel. And wow, it's just craziness right now. And Rick goes down. It's Tao Mike against an Alvwheel. Tao Mike picked up a bandage. An Alvwheel might be in trouble. If she makes it all the way across the screen, she's got a bandage. Oh no! Tao Mike picks up a bandage. Slaps an Alvwheel a couple of times. And it is Tao Mike for the win. Congratulations, Tao Mike, on your victory. Take your dance, take your gold, and blow people up with it. And welcome back to the drawing chill, my friends. Always nice to have a little break for a little action. Get the blood pumping. Can't be quiet all the time. Yeah, Cryomera does some great shirts. I actually own 3 of them. Because why not? They're beautiful and they are super comfortable. So like I said, being very deliberate with these kind of strokes. Deliberate strokes for deliberate folks. She is printing on super soft shirts. I couldn't even tell you. She knows them. She even knows like when she does a run, like what shirt is on what. The first one that she sent me, it was a replacement for one that I wanted that she had somehow sold out of. And it was a replacement of a misprint, and that one was on a super soft shirt, and it was already printed kind of thin, so it was totally my jam because it felt like sublimation. So I ordered a second one of those so that I can have it, and she was like, oh, it's not the same shirt, but it's still, just wash it once and it'll be super soft and you'll love it. So I'm actually taking that second one, and when that first one dies, because it's probably gonna... Oh, Samurai Shaft, thanks for hanging out, brother. Always nice to have you here. Quit looking at those polls, and sleep well. We'll see you soon for either your stream or mine. People should check out Samurai. He's a funny dude. We likes him. If you're into games, that's what he's streaming. Have a good night, brother. We will see you next time. You see, Sarah, I'm kind of anticipating that there's going to be a tangent here, right? So I'm trying to figure out, probably got to pull it in more so that it crosses that line. Then cuts in. Also got to remember that this is a shirt, so some of these lines are going to be too thin to be seen unless I bulk them up, right? It's another reason that I'm using a kind of a ragged kind of edge, so that I can bulk them without having to individually like think about each line being the same thickness or anything like that. Like that variety, I feel like, is more interesting anyway. Like I said, still be deliberate with that stuff though, right? So if you put down the line and it's like that kind of wiggly line, either work your way out of it or undo that line, which if you're inking you can't do, and redo it, right? Find something with a more interesting calligraphy, or swashbuckling, as Daniel was quite fond of saying. I was like considering printing my own shirts, but then shut down the idea because I got time. Yeah, and then when you get into this whole shirts thing, like so much money goes out that like you to even recoup the printing costs, you have to sell a certain number of those shirts guaranteed, right? So take a look at the number of prints that you sell, and then think about how many shirts you would sell, right? Just logistically, it makes sense to do print on demand until you get to a certain threshold of like followers and people that are like, hey, I want this number of shirts, until you can look at your print on demand stuff and be like, okay, within 3 months on the market, I sold 30 shirts. 30 shirts would recoup all of the cost for a print run of let's say 50 or something like that. And then if you are at that point, then you can say, okay, now I can take these and do a print run where I can be really specific about the shirts and about everything about it, right? But then on top of that, the benefits of POD is that stuff is up on a website somewhere, and they, if you want them to, will promote your stuff. They take like 80% of the profit off of it, but they'll promote it, and you get like a 20% cut. And then on top of that, they handle all the shipping and stuff. So that's another, like, take that time that it takes you to put that stuff in a box, run it over to a post office and send it, multiply that times 30, and that's time is money, right? Tonight's stream brought to you by the business of being an artist. So that's why the print on demand stuff is good, because it shows you what your demand is first, right? Then you can be like, well, I have enough demand. I want to have a better shirt or more control or whatever it is that you see, and you shift the gears and go that route. Yeah, for sure. I mean, the block print thing is so cool. I you know, if I had the wherewithal to do that stuff, you know, the time, the materials, all that stuff, I would totally be into it. But alas, I do not. Yeah, they do look dope. They look way dope. I did a bunch of that stuff in junior college. At Santa Barbara City College, they had when I went there, it was the largest print / sculpture department in all of the UC or the state systems schools. And that was way cool. And I got to do all kinds of fun stuff. Okay, this is where I need to get into really thinking about what I'm going to make these suckers look like. Like, is it going to be... Nah, I think I'm going to avoid it for now, and I'll circle back, do some more research off stream, and really decide what the feeling's going to be for that particular element. Like the spikes and spines and stuff, that's kind of no-brainer, right? But anything like the suckers from the side, sure, that's easy too. But like once you get into like really thinking about that three-dimensional space, what's that gonna look like? Yeah. I mean, block printing requires quite the setup, doesn't it? for anybody that's new here, there's all my links. Oh, Sarah, thanks for hanging out. It was nice to have you here. We'll see you. We'll see you hopefully Friday, and yeah, hop on the Discord, say hi as usual, and talk to you soon. Have a wonderful evening. So, since I'm going to do some more research on those tentacles, the suckers, I am going to move my work to other areas and flesh out the things that I can flesh out right now. I feel like this style kind of begs to have more random lines included in it, but I always have a hard time just throwing in random lines that don't have a definitive purpose, right? I mean, yes, they can lead your eye around the composition and that sort of thing, but I always like to think about, you know, is it defining an edge? Is it defining a shadow? What's the purpose of this line or this shape right here? And is it truly random, or is it important to the overall piece? So design-wise, I'm just wondering if perhaps like having a longer kind of nostril area rather than having that like kind of up that indent and all that stuff going on with a normal skull nose, if I can edit it in a way that's interesting, intriguing, you know? A lot of art is editing, right? Editing for style, editing for intent. Editing for deadlines. That last one, editing for deadlines. That's the kicker right there. Because frequently, you don't know if you're doing the edits right. Right? When you've got 9 bosses, Bob. So I think rather than duplicating these horns across, doing them individually by hand is going to be, it's going to lend to it feeling less digital. So it's important to do each one individually and give it a little bit of variance. I'm getting to these edges, I'm going to make them a little bit thicker, right? So that they stand out. What just happened there? There we go. Like I said, messy edges, but make sure that it's controlled mess. Daniel, are you working on some personal artwork this evening? Cool. I can get behind that. Oh, right on. Right on. Your warm-up's been taking a little longer than you would like, or just deadlines creating a lack of time in the morning? I found myself unable to focus too much on warm-ups in the morning, so it's like some gesture drawing and then I get into it. God, that's strange. Man, that was your jam for years, dude. Like almost your whole book, right? All right, my friend. Sleep well. I got another few more minutes left on the stream, and then I'll be turning in myself, as my brain is still an hour later right now. Rick, you too. Both you dudes. Have a good evening. Sleep well. And we'll see you Friday night. Have a great day tomorrow. For sure. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Nice to have you here. Throwing in on the community as always. So I'm zoomed way out and I'm just like barely pressing right now. Just letting the brush just barely touch the surface. I don't know how it's going to show up on a printed t-shirt, but it should be pretty interesting. I think this is one of those instances where I will, with the shirt, I will definitely get myself an early version of it to make sure that the design itself is actually working the way that I want it to. Because otherwise it might end up like some of those real thin lines won't show up in the print depending on the DPI of the actual printer of the shirt, which would be a bummer. tentacle shapes, kind of defining the, like using kind of form language from skulls at the same time is, I think, overall pretty important to making it feel aggressive, right? In a Cthulhu sort of way. Tracing the route of this edge, right? Trying to make sure that I know where it's going in the design. And I have to be careful so I don't create that tangent that I was talking about with Sarah earlier. Hakuna Patata. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Just hanging out, doing some inking for a t-shirt idea. Little Cthulhu skull thing. Really just an excuse to draw tentacles and a skull because I didn't get to it last month for the Creeptober stuff. How's your evening going? Kuna, yeah, this is definitely gonna turn into a t-shirt, most likely. Maybe even a poster? I don't know. It's 10,000 tall, so it might be a poster. Decent evening. Can't complain. Me too. Got to create some cool art. I wouldn't have been able to do it without the community that was like, hey, what about this thing that you weren't thinking about at all? It's dope to have a community like that. Glad you're part of it. Awesome. Yeah, it'll definitely be a t-shirt. Not sure on the rest of it just yet. But I am glad that you like it. That's the sign of something good if somebody can look at an unfinished product and be like, hell yeah. So, thank you very much. You're like, now just don't F it up. Yeah, I'll probably offer a couple of variants on this, to be honest. For a t-shirt, because I know some people don't like colors, so I'll probably do one that's just white on black, and then one that is black on white, and then one that is colored. Because I do have some ideas in mind for colors. I think it'd be kind of fun. But with the ideas behind the style itself, it's definitely going to be a long piece. So this one I'll probably be working on it well past Friday. So I want to say I'll probably work on this one for Friday's stream, possibly Monday's stream. A lot of this stuff I'm trying to slow down because for my gig, my day job, I tend to have to move really quickly, and it's making me more about producing quickly than it is about taking my time and really designing things, right? And I miss the design aspect of aesthetics. So I want to make sure that I'm still getting that, and I feel like this is actually good because this feeds that job. Because I within that job now I think more about the shapes of even the things that I'm doing that are realistic and how to gently push them more in one way or another. Trying not to. I think part of it is that I wasn't doing a lot of personal work up until I started the stream back up, because I started the stream in 2018 and it just wasn't my jam, and then I started it back up recently and it's much more I'm enjoying it quite a bit, and it's really pushing me to focus on some additional things that I like, areas that I want to push forward, right? Trying to make sure that I don't do too many even lines along these things. Break them up in interesting ways, so that my shapes aren't like this shape and this shape and this shape aren't all the same size. Art stuff. Trying to find all the places that don't have suckers that I can fill in the exterior line. Like there's a spot. There's another spot. Hakuna. I am honored. Thank you for subscribing. Tier 1. Yes. Very nice of you. Welcome. Welcome to the arts department. If you want to pop over and join the Discord, there's sections in there that have subscriber discounts and subs only stuff. So happy to have you as part of the arts department as an arts director. Growing that community, much appreciated. Hopefully you guys can't hear that truck out there. I apologize. There it is. Hi, buddy. All right. quietly making progress here. So let's see, that's gonna be lines there, and then that line's gonna be there. Just trying to watch these tangents, you know. Trying to think ahead so I don't have to alter it too much at the end when we look at everything when it's done, you know. Oof, I was moving way too fast on that. If you're scribbling, then it's probably not the look you want. You've got to be intentional about this stuff. There we go. Yeah. All right. Well, it's looking good. Looking good. This is definitely going to be. Look at that. This says Untitled 1. Good gods. How much work did I put in without saving? I'm going to do that off stream. But for now, I think I'm going to call it a night because it is 10 p.m. And I got to prepare for tomorrow's day. Want to thank you all for being here. Thanks again, Akuna, for the sub, and Maximilian for the sub, and other people, Crush Builds for the follow. Stomp Art. Stomp? Yeah, Stomp Art for the follow. Appreciate it. We'll be back here again Friday evening, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 1900 hours. And we'll continue on this drawing. And if you want, you can connect with me at all of the links. There are all of the links. You can pop over to the YouTube and hit the subscribe button and get notified when there's a new YouTube video and all that. Hit the Instagram, get a follow there. See the sketches and stuff I don't post up elsewhere. And that is all, my friends. That's all from the arts department. I love you all. Love one another and be kind to one another. Yes, Phantom, the stream is ending. The world needs more kindness, so we're here to lift each other up, my friends. Thanks for being part of the arts department, and we'll see you again soon. Have a good night, my friends. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate y'all. Thank you, Hakuna. We'll see y'all soon.